I'm honest about something. If any physicists are watching this video, they're cringing because the energies that electrons will have in an atom are not positive. The energies an electron can have in an atom are actually all negative values. This is because the electron's bound to the atom. Anything that's bound to something else will have total energies that are negative. This is analogous to a ball stuck at the bottom of a ditch. If the ball's not moving, it has no kinetic energy. And if we assume that ground level is the h=0 position, then this ball is going to have a negative gravitational potential energy. Since this ball has a negative total energy, it's stuck and bound to the ditch. If someone could give this ball enough energy so that it would have positive total energy, the ball could leave the ditch. It would not be bound anymore. So to make our hypothetical atom a little more realistic, let's subtract 10 eV from each energy level. This doesn't really change anything. In order for the electron to get from the negative 10 eV ground state to the negative 6 eV first excited state, it's still going to take a 4 eV photon. People do get confused with the negative signs though, so be careful. In order to find the energy of the photon that was absorbed or emitted, you always take the higher energy level and subtract from it the lower energy level. So in this case, we would take negative 6 eV and subtract from it negative 10 eV, which tells us that it would take a 4 eV photon to bump an electron up to that energy level, and the electron would emit a 4 eV photon if it dropped it back down from that level. Something else that's unrealistic about our hypothetical atom is that real atoms wouldn't just stop at negative 3 eV for the highest energy level. Real atoms have energy levels that get closer and closer together as you approach 0 eV. What happens when an electron gets more than 0 eV energy? Well, if an electron has more than 0 energy, that means it's got positive energy. And if it's got positive energy, it's not bound to the atom anymore. It'll be free to leave, it'll be gone, and we'll say that we've ionized the atom by removing an electron. So for example, say the electron started at the negative 4 eV energy level, and it absorbed a 7 eV photon. That electron would have a total energy of positive 3 eV, and so it would be gone from the atom.
Professor